Hey everyone, I hope you are all having a wonderful day. We have spent the past few days studying how to draw faces, from the basics to different views, looking up, looking to the side, looking to the front. And now we are going to do a master's study, portrait study. And I'm going to bring up two paintings by John Singer Sargent, and we are going to draw them. The only thing you're going to need for this activity is a pencil and some paper. I'm going to put the picture up on the left-hand side, and we are going to draw it together on the right-hand side. And this is just a fun activity to practice your portrait drawing by looking at some of the masters. So grab your pencil, grab some paper, and let's get started. I'm holding my pen loosely as I try to map in the face. When it comes to drawing portraits and doing master's study, I like to work, in short period of time. So 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I really can't work longer than that when I'm drawing faces for whatever reason. And one of the things is you're not going to get it all right. I know her face is longer than what I actually map out. And this drawing in particular looks really awkward at the beginning, and I almost gave up on it, but I kept going, and eventually I feel like I did a really good job with it, even though it doesn't look exactly like her. Just to note that when you're trying to videotape while you're drawing, it is very challenging to get the light and everything, and so I don't get to really sit directly in front and draw while I'm actually looking at the photo, so it makes it a little more challenging. But this is a really fun exercise to sort of try to capture the overall shapes. And I love this lady's features. I love her eyes, her nose, her mouth. I love her eyebrows. So have a look at all her features and the way her neck is and her shoulders. So you're going to see me struggle with that, but eventually I figure it out. The other thing that I really love about this painting are the shadows, and you can see this shadow under her chin. You can see the shadow on the side of her face. And I don't always draw with pencils, but the fun thing about pencils is you can try to get the shadows in there and play around. Especially her hair at the end. I had so much fun getting her hair in at the end, and I had a lot of fun playing with the shadows on the side of her face and under her chin. Now this is where I almost gave up. If you notice, her features are her face, I have it too wide. Her features don't look correct, but I do want to say keep going, don't quit. See how you can make it work. And I really did. I feel like if you look at this now and then you look at it when I'm finished, there's always going to be an ugly phase in your art. There's always going to be that phase in your drawing where you doubt yourself, and this is where I almost quit, but I kept going. So that's just a reminder that every drawing has an ugly phase. Nothing is going to be perfect when you're learning. Don't quit. See if you can make it work. And even if it's not what you wanted it to be, make it to the end and see what you can do with it. Because that's what I did here, and I really had fun with this. This painting by John Singer Sargent was of Countess de Grey, and it was painted in the mid-1880s. And I don't know if it was painted in Paris, because I think she was English, so maybe it was in London. My favorite painting that he did was done in Paris, but I guess this one was done in London. I really like it. And the other painting that I do after this one, I love as well. Both these ladies are really elegant, and you'll see the next lady as well. They kind of have similar features. I think one of the fun things about doing these studies too is you can really see where your lines are off. I think doing it in pencil really helps with the shading, but if you look at them, I can see right away the neck isn't long enough, the face is too wide. You can sort of see right away, but again, if I'm adding her jewelry and then I play with her dress, I really like that I got the shape of her dress in. I feel like because I got the shape of the dress in, it balances it out a bit and it doesn't look as bad as I felt it was going. And then once I get the hair in, I'm just feeling really good about it. I've never spent so much time on hair before, but I think it's something that I'm definitely going to practice and play around with more. And that's the whole point of this exercise, is to try to make it work, but also find things that you love. So the hair was so much fun to do, and then smudging her cheeks to try to bring it together. I'm super happy with this. And now we are going to wrap up this one and move on to the next painting. What I like about this woman is that she has a longer face, and she's a more mature face, and so it makes it more fun to draw. I'm starting off with just her head, just the top of her head, and I got this part of her face wrong, so I'm just going to try it again and just know that she has a longer, more oval face with a smaller chin. And I don't know if he exaggerated the paintings, but her neck is nice and long. She's she's a princess, I'm guessing. Very elegant. You can see why he wanted to paint her. Her neck is just beautiful. Okay. When it comes to practicing your drawing, don't worry too much about perfection. You're really just practicing. I'm trying to capture the curves. Like this is the curve of her shoulder. It's the way she's kind of coming out. It's not about perfection, especially those first few drawings are never that great. I'm trying to map in her. She's got this flower. Oh, and I got it wrong already, but that's okay. You can see I'm just making adjustments as I go. Her flower's down here. And she's got this. I'm not going to be, I really just want to get to the face. Really like her features. This painting is of Princess du Beaumont, and I can't find any information on this lady. I don't know if she was French or English. And it's oil on canvas. I think he always worked in oil, but I don't have any information on this woman. I'll have to do some more research after, but I just love the whole elegance of this painting. It's really hard to do drawings and record them and do even a decent job. But I am going to keep trying. Her eyes I've made too big. I really love her nose as well. I don't really care too much about what she's got going on. It's really her face that I'm interested in. I really like her hair, her face shape, her nose, everything about this. She's missing an earring. Whoops. She's missing an earring, but I'm going to add it. I don't know if he didn't paint it or if it fell off or what. It's interesting how when you're drawing and you're not sure if it's going to come together, but when you start adding their jewelry, clothing, and the hair, I just feel like it really comes together, especially with the pencil. I really had fun adding the details of her dress. I'm usually more abstracted in my drawings and paintings, so sometimes focusing on these small details can be a real challenge. Painting's actually my first love. I love painting, but sometimes, like when it comes to painting faces, you really kind of have to know how to draw them, and that's why I became obsessed. I probably will at some point want to paint these, see if I can do a master's study instead of drawing, but painting these faces and figures. These are the two portrait drawings. I thought they were the same woman because they both kind of had a longer face. I wonder if they were sisters. One was Princess Duboma right here and Lady de Grey maybe? I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. But I thought that they were the same woman, but they're not. I'm just wondering if they're sisters. I'll have to look that up. But John Singer Sargent is one of my all-time favorite artists. And I think the dress painting that he did that was called Madame X in Paris that's my all-time favorite. I'd love to know if you did this portrait study exercise with me and how it went for you. Don't forget, I have a Facebook page or a Facebook group called Krista Irene Art Community, and if you want to share your drawings in there, feel free to do so. You just need to go to Krista Irene Art on my Facebook page and you'll see the post showing you how to access the group. I hope you all have a wonderful night and happy sketching.